Hello everyone, Sriram Kumar here with Vinoth from United States. For him, it's almost night, close sleeping time. For me, it's early in the morning. So good thing here is Vinoth got certified as a PMP in September end. It's almost a month. At the same time, he's so interested to come forward and give some inputs to us. So first thing, congratulations, Vinoth, for this wonderful achievement.
Thank you so much, sir. Thanks a lot.
So humble person. Let's see his certificate. September 21, Vinod cracked it. So Vinod, did you have this date in mind when you start your exam preparation?
No, sir. Actually, exactly before. I started my preparation like last year itself, and but I'm not consistent in my preparation. So I thought like, okay, I have to get into some where I can be guided through. So I have following up on many videos in YouTube since January onwards. Then finally, I landed with ShriLearning on March month. So from March only, I would say like I'm very much consistent. And at some point of time, exactly 52 days before my exam date, I decided like I was not fully completed with my readings, but still I want to go with, okay, I have to be speed up my preparation. So I just thought like, whatever the next available date, I have to go for the exam. But I've decided like I have to go only with the center based. So when I looked into it, 21st September is the date I got it as a slot. So I decided, okay, I'll go ahead and book it. So that's how. So, but I had like 52 days timeline, sir. So it's not a planned one. So that's how it started.
Good. Nice to know. I will talk more with you because some of the practice exams you scored 80 plus and some places you scored 70 plus. So there are many people here struggling to get a better score in practice, but you are scaled up. We'll talk more. Before that, give some heads up. Where are you from? What do you do?
So I mean, I'm from Tamil Nadu, sir. Native is Tuticorin. I did all my schooling and everything in Tuticorin only. Then I did my college in Tirunelveli, engineering, BE computer science, and then came back to Chennai. Same pattern every. Yeah, I mean, like I worked there for nearly 7 years, and then luckily I get a chance to come here, and from there 2013 onwards I'm here.
Right. It's not luckily, it's about the talent. Talent made you to go to a better place. Okay, that's great to know. Great to know. So humble person, Vinod is here. And so Vinod, how do you got this idea that you have to learn management? In the sense, are you passionate about management?
Seriously, no, sir. But I know I was in my IT industry with the same kind of designation and same kind of role for more than 8 years. Okay. And with my past IT industries, I switched from 2 to 3 companies, but I'm landing in the same kind of zone, same designation, same role. Then I thought like, this is not going to work out. And even if I'm going to jump to another company that is going to the same role kind of things, means I don't want to. So then I decided like, okay, why not to move into the management, to get into the next role. For example, I was doing the lead role for more than 10 plus years right now.
Okay.
But again, I don't want to get to the same role, means next thing is surely going to be a management side. So, but I don't know anything about it, but I started to know about it through some of my friends, and from there that PMP journey has started. Yeah. But again, there I can't do it by myself, sir. So there comes some kind of mentorship and guidance. So that's why it landed to ShriLearning side.
Great. Good to know. Good to know your passion, and I can see what you want yourself in the next 3-4 years. Right? You have a roadmap, guys. I can't be here. I want to do something.
Yeah, that is very true, sir. Yeah,
that's a good decision you made. Can I assume that you have agile flavor in your organization already?
Yes, sir. I mean, for more than 5+ years, I was into agile. Yeah. But it's not purely agile, it's a hybrid kind of a thing.
Hybrid mix. Okay.
Yeah.
But does it help you when you prepare for PMP?
Absolutely, yes, sir. I mean, like for me, Agile practice guide is like a cup of cake, actually. Uh, but PMBOK, it will be like for always a dream for me. I mean, like I started with PMBOK, and then after coming to ShriLearning, from there the Rita comes into picture. So Agile side, I'm always be very comfortable with that.
Okay, right. So when you say agile side, since you are from IT domain, I want to go a little more because even though we say agile, many IT companies work only on Scrum methodology.
Yeah.
Right. But agile is not only with Scrum. Agile is broader. It talks about mindset, philosophy. It talks about Kanban, lean management, right? And these all, even though we call ourselves Scrum team, we don't talk about this in day-to-day life. So now how do you found? Do you want to read that topic in the book? Did you found these are new to me or still you're comfortable, you know those content?
Uh, so you rightly said, like I'm comfortable with Scrum and Kanban, but Lean, XP,
Right.
those things are completely new. Even while reading through the Agile practice guide, that will be a blur area for me. I didn't have it 100% catchy on that, but still, I felt like whatever that I read through the Agile practice guide, I felt like that should be good enough to move ahead. That's how.
Very good.
Because
Very
comparing to that, PMBOK and Rita is something this much side. So I felt so. Yeah.
good. Thanks for that input because I have people from different domain coming in, like construction or infrastructure. For them, agile means all. They will not focus only Scrum. They'll read everything. Whereas information technology people, they are used with Scrum for a long time. It's pretty hard for them, apart from Scrum, something else to read. They struggle a little bit. Oh man, do I need to? And sometimes they get a feel that I know agile everything. Then I ask them, what is about lean? Lean, what is that? XP, what is that? Yeah, crystal, what is that? Yeah. So kind of.
Seriously. In
Anyway.
IT industry, Scrum and Kanban, it's like their own landing zone. So they will kill it like anything, but any other area, seriously, it's a tough one.
Yeah, yeah. Nice. Good to know. So now let's go to the area for preparation. I think you mentioned some books you read. That's all good. How do you manage your time? You read every day, weekend?
No, sir, that's what I mean. For me, PMP preparation is like more than a year time period. Okay, so I took like 3 breaks. I started with only with PMBOK, but PMBOK is completely a dry area for me. I read PMBOK completely end to end for 2 times.
Hmm.
I didn't get any. I mean, I got something, but I didn't have that grip on it actually.
Hmm.
Then after going through the Rita, actually the language and everything helped me out to know, and
Hmm.
I can correlate things with the real time scenarios with the Rita book. So that is the best advantage of it.
Right.
But one good thing is like after reading, when I go back to PMBOK and when I go through it, I find it very
Interesting.
easy. The PMBOK itself very easy for me. I don't know why I didn't get that point in the first try, but in the second and third time when I'm trying to read the PMBOK, it looks very easy for me.
See, there's a Hollywood movie called Inception. Have you heard this movie? People gave super hype for the movie. Movie also not was really good only. But what happened is when you watch that movie as it in English, some of us may not have that good understanding of language in a flow. So people struggle hard to understand. Later, the same movie was released or moved into different languages, including the regional language. People watch it in the regional language. Now they get the hold of subject. Now, if you watch a movie, even English, you feel, wow, that's a good movie. So it's
Yeah,
something like
very
that. Until you get the hold and the grip on that, whatever
yeah.
book you read, it will be tough. Like you said, there are days, 2020, December, before that. What I do is I recommend people for Head First PMP. There is a book called Head First PMP. Which will be very easy language to learn. And after that, they read PMBOK, they learn better. Unfortunately, that became a little older version now, that book, because they don't have Agile now, it's gone. So Rita 10 is a very decent book now, which speaks general language. You and me, how we talk, that's how the book will be. So that's a good thing. Fantastic.
Just for your information, I read the head first book as well end
Also,
to end. So 2 times PMBOK, 2 times Rita, 1 time end to end head first as well.
so now tell me, after reading all this thing, a person going to exam, now somebody is newly starting this year for PMP. Do you think they have to read like this two times all the book? What is your thought?
Rita 2 times. Good
Yeah,
enough.
that's enough. Huh?
That's more than enough. Yeah, if I would have started with Rita, I wouldn't even went for these 2 books at all. Seriously. I mean, Rita is more than enough.
That's because some people watching this video, oh man, Vinod read two times all the book, so I should also read it.
No,
So,
not like that, sir. Seriously, I mean, like PMBOK, like 2 times even reading. First time freshly reading, nothing. Okay, nothing get into my mind. And Rita, first time, you will get at least 60% of what they are trying to say.
I understand.
Again, going back to PMBOK, it is easy for me. That's how it is, right, sir? So I
Read.
didn't purposefully read two times, but Rita for sure. I myself want to read it at least 2 times and cover
But
the
one
whole.
thing, Vinod, I'm appreciative you have the patience to sit and read twice. It's not easy. And also, I keep telling that PMP or anything you learn, it's not only the certificate, the journey. So now what happened is you made your basement very strong. In the initial of the program, you said, I want to move to different line. Now you are not just a certificate holder now. Imagine the way you read twice few books, bigger books. The content will be heavy in your mind now. You can apply any job. You can talk any corner of the book. Man, this is how it will work, right? In a way, you did a good investment of time, worth it, right? Quickly, I jump to another area, which is an interesting area. I found you scoring in ShriLearning 80%, 73%, 74%. Right? Of course, study hall drop was there. But again, in a ShriLearning, you hit it really well, which I see many students are struggling. They can't even cross 60%, 55%. But you have crossed easily say 80, 70. What is that behind it? Is it question reading ability or concepts are very clear? What made you to score that?
Okay. Sir, as I said, like when I did my second reading with Rita, right? In my second reading, I made my mindset very clear. After reading my one chapter, I'm going to ShriLearning chapter wise question. So ShriLearning mock is kind of like a brilliant thing, I would say. Like it will make us ensure like whether we are strong in that particular chapter in each and every keyword itself, glossary or whatever it is. ShriLearning mock exam will make us to ensure like we are strong in the framework, groundwork, everything. So what I did is like during my second reading, each and every chapter, I took 100 questions, 10 mocks, chapter
Wow.
wise mocks.
Wow.
So I did like the same thing for 10 chapters. So I nearly covered like 1018 questions in
Wow.
chapter wise itself. So there I scored like 74 altogether. So so whatever, even I mean my plan was like is 10 days I'm going to read the 10 chapters, each day one chapter. So early morning, like 5:30 to 7:30, I will do a glimpse of it. I will make sure I know things in that chapter. Then rest of the day, morning to evening, during my office hours, break hours, sometime whenever I have time, I will do a 10 one mark 10 questions. Likewise, I will make sure like I'm doing 100 questions in that chapter.
Wow.
Evening timeline, whatever the mistakes I made, I will go through it and I understand the justification and I will fill that gap to it. So 10 days I did the same thing for 10 chapters, right? So end of 10th day, I was very confident, like with each and every concept wise, I have a grip, and whatever the mistakes I made, the justification given in the ShriLearning, make sure that that gap is filled. So
That's
the thing is like when I did that, right, I just left out with 10 days for my real exam. So, but as per your recommendation, you always say like 15 days, leave it and give 5 marks. But I didn't get a chance for 15
yeah,
days timeline, but I just left it 10 days.
right.
So when I give my very 11th day, I mean, I started to give them full mark actually. So for the first full mark, when I tried to start, right, I thought like before hitting the submit button, but it didn't took me like 4 hours to complete the full mark in ShriLearning. For the first time, it took me only 3.5 hours. So what happened is like when I click the submit button, that I just expected only like 65 or 70, but luckily I got like 80.
You
Yeah.
got a good scores. I was watching you. You used to do exam every two days. Every
Yes,
time
sir.
you do exam, I see 80, 70, 73. And one time in study hall, first study hall, I believe you got 55, 53. And
52, sir.
52.
Actually, immediately after seeing 52, the next call I made it to you and Rahul sir as well. So I was screaming like I don't know what to do, because the score I got in first mock and second mock is totally contradicting.
Right.
80 and 52 means like I don't know whether I'm doing in the right way or not. Then you asked me whether I did all the mini mocks in study hall or not. I said
Mm.
no. Then you asked me, you will be given only one day because you have only one week left out. Within one day, you have to do all the 15 mini mocks. So next day, my only job is to do all the mini mocks. And then again went to the third ShriLearning full mock. There I got like 73 or something. And in
Mm.
the fourth, again study hall second mock, second study hall mock, there I scored like 73 or something. Then I
73.
got some confidence. Then again I called you again, said like in study hall 73. Then you said like you are good to go and clear the exam and get the certificate. And still you recommend me, do you have anything to do tomorrow? I said no. Then do another one more mock. Then I did the fifth mock as well in ShriLearning. I got like 74. Then again I confirmed, you said like don't read any book, just refer your note. I did the same thing, sir. 2 days before the exam, I just go through whatever I have, like two and a half notes, whatever I have to for PMP.
Mm.
I just flipped over,
Mm.
and then tomorrow 1 o'clock exam means like 4 o'clock today evening. I finished all my revisions, and I
Okay.
purposefully decided I am not going to read or go back to any PMBOK today evening. And I went to bed by 9 o'clock in the night. And luckily that day I was able to sleep. I woke up by 7 o'clock in the
Uh-huh.
morning, and I just you asked me to give a glimpse in the Agile practice guide. I did the same. And
Mm.
again, I started from here by 11 o'clock. 12:30, I went reached there. That's how it happens.
Smooth exam. Okay. It's a center-based exam,
Yeah, it's a center-based exam, sir. I'm not confident about the proctor-based. Seriously, I
right?
don't want to take the risk. You know the setups here.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. And how is it? The rules are strict there, mask wearing, and how is it there?
Luckily, sir, when they said like when I entered, my mask is optional. If you are
Mm.
willing to wear it, you can, or else you can take
Mm.
it out and
Okay.
you just.
Okay. That's good. That's good. I really like the way you prepare for yourself. Last 10 days are very crucial, but I think you really utilized it. That's very important. And the moment I saw you study hall 73, I felt, man, this guy is pretty peak. So yeah, people are getting close to 60% in study hall, which is tougher. 73 is a really good score. Good job. Great. So in exam, I think time management went well. You were able to complete within the time.
Sir, exam side, actually, my first 10 questions was very crucial, sir.
Oh,
Sorry. Actually, my first question itself, like match the following. One good thing is like CPI, SPI. If it's less than one, greater than one, SPI less than one, greater than one, you have to just match it. So that
right.
is easy. But second question till 10th question, everything will be like a 5-liner question, and all the 4 options will be like full length, full line question. Actually, for my first 5 questions itself, I took like 13 minutes. And for
Wow.
my 10 and for completing my 10th question, I was in the 24th minute. I'm completing. Then I thought like all the 10 questions, I'm not able to confirm like whether those I'm
Right.
able to take out 2 questions for sure, damn sure
Mm.
it's wrong. Out of the other 2, I don't know whether I'm choosing the right one. Or for the first 10 questions itself, I like that. One thing, when I talked to Rahul sir, he said like uh, out of 60 batches, one is going to be hard. It can be anything, first or second or third, but you need to trust yourself. Anything either in the first or second, but proceed with confidence. So from 11th question, luckily, but 10th question when I was doing, okay, I may not be clearing. That's what going into my mind. But 11th question till 50th question, right, sir? I just took 40 minutes for that 50 questions. It
Wow.
was super fast, and I got the confidence. Okay, I'm in a track, and when I complete the whole first batch of 60 questions, I remember, sir, you said like you need to go with 90, 70, 70. But always I have a problem that I was not in a position to cover 60 in 70 minutes. I'm not that guy. So what I decided was like 80, 75, 75 was my plan. But luckily for 85, I am able to complete it by 83 minutes.
Very good. Very good.
Then I took a break. I went to the washroom. By that time, while washing itself, I'm able to see that I'm having some confidence. If I'm going to do the same thing in the second 60, I'm able to do it. Luckily, second was moderate, sir. My pattern was like hard, moderate, and easy. Second thing, I was able to do it exactly by 82 minutes. And third, in order to do that, I think I have like 73 or 74 minutes. I have to complete the 60 questions. But I was able to complete it 3 minutes left out in the third batch. But I haven't clicked any submit button. I just waited, let it happen, whatever it is. But luckily the timer went off and it was positive, sir.
That's good. That's good. Really impressive. But it depends, right? Some people opening questions are simple. For some people, opening questions are tougher. But this everyone has in mind once. Will I clear the exam? Will I go do better? Yeah, that comes up and then go away. Saying, okay, fine, we are good. That's really interesting. Good. So I'm sure Agile was high. I'm sure hybrid was high. Math was not there. No math in the exams these days.
Yeah, no math in the exam.
They totally removed it. That's pretty good. Nice. So now, if you want to give some tips to the people who are worried and scared of exam, what is your thought?
Echo content, sir. I would say like last 10 days, at least every alternative day, I would recommend them to write the main task name. Whatever 37 or something, they have to write that. Trust me, many of my study peers, friends said the same thing. Just to study the echo content. And Agile manifesto values and the principles. If they are very thorough with that, in the options, answer options itself, it will be exactly the same header title. It will be there. You don't have to read the question. If you read through the answer itself, you will know this is the right answer from those echo content. And when you go back to the question, it will be the same. Yeah. So nearly 40 to 50 questions were relevant to the echo content, sir. So I will always recommend to go with the echo content thoroughly. Yeah.
That's good. That's good. So the writing habits can help to be hold. Right. Nice to know. Nice to know. There are some people who are very religious and writing every day. We have this writing habit where you talk about principles and manifesto and eco. They keep writing and posting the pictures. I think those are the people going to benefit more. Okay, fantastic. Nice to know. Superb. Really good thing from you, Vinoth. First, I want to thank you for coming up here and giving these points. At the same time, how much family helped you behind the screen?
I mean, I told my mom and that I'm not going to call them for 1.5 months. And actually, there were some kind of things happened out there, sir, actually. But luckily, many prayers were there because I know what I was when going through for this planning side, I was not that much, sir. I was taking it, prolonging for more than a year. So seriously, and here also, seriously, sir, they are very flexible and yeah, adjusting. I mean, like it is very tough, sir, actually, because when I'm coming into a room, it's like allowing my time itself, like it will be very tough, actually. 4 hours, if I'm going into a room, means like there won't be any trouble at all. So throughout that time period, it will be tough, sir. Finally, I was back, actually. So
nice to know. So family, mom, dad prayers are there, and you made a focus. I'm sure this is going to be applicable in your corporate life as you complete it now. You may start showing this knowledge in your day-to-day activities, right? That's going to help a lot. Super, great. Viewers, I'm sure you got a lot of tips. I think Vinoth shared a lot, I believe, how to look at the exam. He gave tips about the books reading. He gave tips about how to look at the questions, right? Even if tough question comes, stay calm. From 11th question, things can change. right? That's important. A lot of takeaway from him on the preparation model. I'm sure it's going to help you all. Give your likes, wishes, and comments to Vinoth. At the same time, Vinoth, would like to thank you because stepping up to help others is very important. And you want to give the success story, at least one or two people listening to this will get an idea. This I can do, right? That's a thought. Super. Any final note from you?
So one more thing I would like to tell, like many people will flag the questions, but I would recommend no, not to flag the question. Why? Because for me, for the first batch, I flagged like 10 questions, but I'm sure like out of those flagged questions, I was able to eliminate 2 for sure. And 2 things out of those, I don't know what to. But exactly by end of that half, if I'm going to review that questions, it is not going to happen, sir.
Yeah.
I won't be able to choose which is the best. So instead of reviewing it again, I would say instead of we can save time by moving forward. Yeah. So but
sense.
it depends on person to person, sir. Yeah, but I'm sorry.
Makes sense. Makes sense. You don't need to spend time, but there are some people who little more faster. For example, instead of 85 or 90 minutes for the first slot, they do in 70 minutes. So they have 10 minutes spare where they use it for review. There are some people very used to the reviewing habit. Whatever they do, they want to review it once. Right or wrong, they want to review. There are some habits are like that. Rightly said, if you choose it and move forward. Don't need to come back.
Yeah. I mean, if like it's for applicable for my same kind of person who have my mindset.
Right.
Yeah,
Exactly. You're right. You're right. I too have heard some people tell that go with your first choice. Don't come back.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
come back, you're confused.
Yeah. True. Very true.
Choose one and keep going. Keep going. Right. And that's a valuable point. Superb. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Superb. Vinoth, thanks a lot for coming up here. But tell me what is special in your place? Food, tourism.
Actually, Pittsburgh is famous for bridges. I mean, it's not like super duper like in New York, California kind of a city, but it's like a hill station, but it will be like a feel good place. Sir. Whoever comes in first will be scared, but once they used to it, they will like this place like anything. So
So a lot of pictures, selfies, wallpaper, pictures, all can get ready there.
Yeah, of course, yes. Yeah.
Good. Thanks a lot, Vinoth. And I know it's pretty late in the night for you. You have to wind up. And really happy hearing from you. A lot of information. I'm sure it's going to help many of them.
Sir, seriously, sir, I would like to thank you and also Rahul, sir, because I mean, ShriLearning is kind of a place where anyone can land to grow up specifically with respect to these certifications, whatever the subcategory of certification you hold. Right now, I'm into the ACP side. So most probably I'll be trying in the November month to go for an exam. I'll come back to you, sir, on that separately. But my point is like, whoever doesn't have where to land and how to approach the certification and those things, they can blindly come to ShriLearning, sir. Seriously, you guys have guided me very well because I was struggling for more than 6 months, but exactly after enrolling, within 6 months period, I'm able to make it happen, sir.
Wow,
that is all because of you guys. Thank you so much.
That's good. That's a really positive note, and keep rocking. Thanks for being so humble and helping nature. Keep winning more as a leader, right? Good wishes.
Sure, sir. Sorry for my too much lengthy conversation. I don't know how to make it short. If it's boring, I'm sorry to everyone. Okay.
Nothing to be sorry. People love to hear stories because they want to know what happened. So it's interesting.
Okay.
Thanks a lot.
Sure, sir. Thank you so much.